And that's why my cat will never be a Broadway star. Oh, hi, hello, welcome. Today I'm going to be talking about Wicked for Good, the movie musical that had me crying, laughing, and briefly believing that gravity is optional and maybe I should try flying off my couch. Alright, listen, I walked into this movie ready to judge, arms crossed, popcorn in hand, full critic mode. I was like, you will not cry, you are better than this, you are stronger than this, you will not get emotional. Theater lights dim, and then the movie picked me up, flipped me, body slammed me into an emotional puddle, and then sung a high note directly over the puddle. I stood no chance. The movie picks up right where we left off, with Glinda and Elphaba being iconic. Elphaba's over here still trying to help the animals, being an iconic boss, while Glinda's over here being her own type of boss, while still emotionally dealing with what happened in the last film. Every single scene of the movie was one of these. A, gorgeous, B, hilarious, or C, so emotionally damaging, I had to stop and be like, wait, is this therapy? And the pacing, chef's kiss. It was like the movie said, you want emotion, you want chaos, you want trauma, but make it a musical? Alright, bestie, I got you. And then the music. Oh my gosh, the music. I loved every song. From the second they started singing, and thank goodness, I was gone. I ascended. I went to the clouds. I met my ancestors, and one of them gave me a tissue and said, you are not ready for what happens next. And those harmonies, honestly, they should be illegal. Someone needs to call the authorities because that level of emotional damage, criminal. And the orchestra, stunning. The arrangements, insane. Half the movie I was sitting there like, yes, hurt me with the violins, wreck me with the clarinets, end me with that key change. Alright, let's talk about the characters of the movie. Honestly, you guys already know, Elphaba is my favorite character, and she was iconic in this movie. Cynthia gave it everything she got, and it shows. There was no part of me that hated her. There was no part of me that was thinking, oh, they could have picked a better actress. No, this was hands down the role she was meant to play. Ariana Grande as well. She embodied Glinda. I truly believe that this was the role she was meant to play. And then the wizard, Jeff Goldblum, he brought something else to this character. There was a sincerity to him, but there also was like a suspicious vibe to him. Like the whole time I wanted to trust him and believe that he was doing good and he was doing what was right for Oz. But then also I'm thinking, okay, you have something up your sleeve. I don't know what it is, but I see you, King. I see you. Next we have Madame Moribel, and let me just say, least favorite character in the whole movie. I know that was the role she was supposed to play, and she played it very well because I cannot stand her. The whole time she's pushing Glinda. She's honestly pushing the wizard too. Like no matter how much he thinks he's into it, it all is coming from Madame Moribel. Very well played. Love the actress. Love what she did with the character. Amazing. Mr. Jonathan Bailey as Fiyero, let me just say, best choice they could have done, because the way he looks at the girls, both Glinda and Elphaba, you in the beginning, for thank goodness, you actually can see him looking at her, and you kind of don't believe it because you know what's going to happen since the first movie, but he still looks at her with love. And then when he looks at Elphaba, it's even 10 times better because he actually loves her and cares for her. And I just think Jonathan Bailey could look at any girl and make her feel whatever he wanted her to feel. He plays Fiyero very well. He plays the Scarecrow very well. Let me just say, he is a phenomenal actor. Most of you already know. If you don't know Miss Jonathan Bailey, he is in Bridgerton. He is in a lot of things, and he is just a very well actor. And also, he was voted People's Sexiest Man Alive this year. So, for Mr. Jonathan Bailey. Someone I did not expect for me to get so excited for was Bach. In the first movie, not that I wasn't a fan of Bach, but he wasn't my number one character, or even in my top 3. But this movie, he did so well as the Tin Man. In the first movie, he plays this lovable character in that you just feel is happy and just joyful. In the second movie, it's a complete 180. He plays an angry man. Even before he's turned into the Tin Man, oh, spoiler in case you didn't know, he is angry. He is angry at Nessa Rose. He is angry. I honestly think that he's angry at Glinda for having him go ask Nessa Rose out in the first place, but I digress. Bach, Ethan Slater, you were a surprise. For me, at least, you were, and you did wonderful. And now Nessa Rose. The actress that played Nessa Rose did an amazing job. She brought the anger that Nessa Rose had, but also the desperation to be loved, to have that human connection that she doesn't have now because Elphaba's gone, her father's dead. All she has is Bach And she really played into that role of being desperate for love and just also not wanting to let go of her power and not wanting to look weak. It's very complex emotions in this one character, and for the short time she was on screen, she did a phenomenal job at bringing this to life. And now for my top 3 favorite parts of the movie. We're going to go through this fast because I don't want this video to be long. It's going to go from 3 to 1, so the least favorite to the favorite. Number 3 is No Good Deed. Not saying that No Good Deed was bad, it was just one of my top 3s. I loved Cynthia in this. She did it so phenomenal. Exactly what we all wanted from her. When she finished that song and it went to black, I clapped so loud in the theater. I screamed so loud. People were watching and I did not care. They needed to know how much I loved this movie. Number 2, The Girl in the Bubble. When I first heard that they were writing new songs for this musical, I wasn't jazzed about it. I didn't like the idea of them changing or adding anything to it because I personally love the musical the way it is. But the second I heard this song, I was in tears. Ariana Grande delivers it with such emotion and such care. You can feel everything that she's feeling in this moment. Her eternal struggle with what Madame Moribel is telling her and what she feels like she should do for her bestie. It's just done very beautifully, and I sound like a broken record, I know, but I really appreciate the way Ariana Grande handled and dealt with this character. I can't say anything else. I don't know how to express how much I truly cared for this and how much I truly loved it. Now, number 1, if you guys know me, you already knew what number 1 was going to be, the For Good. For Good is my favorite song in the whole musical, so I knew the second it started in this movie, I was going to be done for. But I was not expecting the way Cynthia and Ariana played this. Not even just the song, the whole scene of their goodbye really emotionally ruined me. Them saying I love you to each other and the deliverance of this, it felt like you were saying goodbye to a friend. It really had you in your feelings, and I really don't think anyone else could have played this as well as they did. And I really appreciate the love that they put into these characters because you felt that come through the screen. Now, if my ranking of the songs, my favorite to my least favorite, is something you guys would like to see, leave a comment below letting me know. Okay, serious moment real quick. This movie means a lot for me. I love Wicked, and seeing it come alive like this, it hits something deep. The music, the story, the performance, it's more than nostalgia for me. It's connection, it's comfort, it's watching something that you've been waiting for and realizing it's everything you've hoped it would be and more. This movie made my heart feel full, and it just reminded me of why I love musicals in the first place. Okay, emotions over. Back to chaos. So in conclusion, did I love this movie? Yes. Did it emotionally destroy me? Yes. Will I be singing Defying Gravity in the shower at full volume for weeks on end? Absolutely. I'm going to give this movie 5 butterflies out of 5. You guys know how long I've been waiting for this movie. Did you really expect anything less? If you haven't seen Wicked for Good yet, you can go catch it at your local theater. Like, go now. What's stopping you? Run! Wait, no. Better yet, fly. Wait, no. Don't fly to your local theater. I'm not responsible for injuries. Okay, bye! Have a magical day!